All right, so we're back at the sheep pasture today, and what my plans are today is I've been watering this little section of pasture here. As you can see, it's nice and grown up. We got a couple sections of Bermuda grass out there. It's getting pretty tall. Some of this other grass is coming up, and of course we had just a bunch of like weeds and other things that are here. So what my plan is today is to go ahead and take the electric fence down. I'm going to move it over to the other house where the goats are, and put it up around the pasture there, the lot that we have them in, to keep them a little more contained, and that way we can actually start working on the fence there. We need to drop some more posts, and then we plan on putting in some horse fence all the way around so that we can keep any kind of animals in there and start making some nice corrals. So for the time being, because this is starting to get tall, you can see there's a lot of grass over there that's starting to seed out. I'm going to go ahead and let the sheep in here, let them kind of eat it back down a bit, give them some fresh green grass. They've gotten a lot of the other stuff eaten down. As you can see, like this over here, most of the grass around here is looking like that. They're keeping it pretty well mowed, and they like the Bermuda grass that's over back behind the trailer house over there. They keep that mowed down almost to the ground. So I want to go ahead and let them in here, and we'll continue watering it, things like that, but let them go ahead and eat the tops off of it, eat it down for a bit. That way we can work on the fence, and then because we don't get frost like most places, and grass tends to grow almost year round here, I don't have to stop feeding on a certain grass. So for like a winter stockpile, we have a little more leniency in what we can actually do here. So I want to go ahead and use that to the best of our ability, and check it out this year, see how it works. If not, we've got plenty of hay bales, and we're probably going to get another cut or two there at the house, so I'm not really worried about that. But this way we can go ahead and let the sheep out, see what they do. It's going to be interesting to see how fast they get out here and start eating, but I figure it'll probably be pretty fast. Some of the other stuff, as you can see, we've got a lot of demo done on the house, so still got to take down that kitchen over there and clean that up. But all this grass over here that's been here in the backyard, it's been pretty tall, and they've gotten the back corner of it kind of mowed down some. It's looking pretty good, but some of it over by the house and stuff, they just really haven't been interested and haven't touched. So I don't know if it's just feeding too much alfalfa and grain, and they don't need that much roughage, or what. So might cut back a little bit on that, save some money on some feed, let them eat some green grass for a bit, and then go from there. So that's our plan for today, and if I can get some video once I take down the fence and see if they come out here, we'll see if I get a little video of eating on the fresh grass. All right, so it was a long, hot day, another day over in the hundreds here in the valley, but I did manage to get this all set up without dying of a heat stroke. So as you can see, we got the solar charger set back up, drove another rod in the ground, and then just have it going down here. We've got 3 strands. We're going to see if this will work for the goats. I'm not sure. I've heard that goats take a little more joules than what sheep or other animals do, so I'm not sure if this is going to work. You can see it goes all the way back here, and we'll go walk over here if you want to see. Next to us, we own this big field over here. The family does. It goes all the way around where the house is. Pretty good little chunk of farmland here, but inside here where we have the corrals, it's pretty grown up. A lot of mesquite trees. Still some remnants of the hurricane we haven't gotten rid of. We still need to cut up for some firewood. It happened to fall after the full moon, whenever you're supposed to cut firewood, so I believe it's still going to be good and it's not going to rot out too much. I think my dog just farted. What's up, Wrangler? You say hi to everybody, Wrangler? You don't want to say hi. Where's he going? Look at this. He's my half healer, half Australian Shepherd, known as a Texas Healer. I got from somebody down here, so I can help me round up the sheep and the goats whenever I need to when he gets older. He's definitely not trained yet, but so as you can see, this was the back corner back here, and one of the reasons that I made it away from the fence like that is because we are planning to come back in here and pull all these corner posts and re-dig them. Some of the fence posts are rotted out, some of them are still good. They're old fence posts. You can see it kind of snakes its way through here. This is what I spent my day doing. Let's see, I think I can get through here. I'm waiting for Wrangler to hit this thing, see if it shocks him. Gotta come back through all this, weave in and out. Some more treetops that fell out during the hurricane, and there was some more up in that tree. There's quite a few that are actually falling down, but so here you can see we're coming back to the back corner. So we made it all the way down this corner down here. Back in there is pretty cleared out. Cleaned a lot of this out. This was full of a treetop that fell. Oh, gotcha. How are you gonna get back now, buddy? You're stuck. Oh, Wrangler found out it works. I guess I'm gonna. Oh, there you go. Don't go through the wire, buddy. So it's live. It's hot. It works. Whether or not the goats run through it like him, I have no idea. And this is the back corner. So what I did here was ran around T-post, and then we had some cattle panel right there running down a ways before the old firewood start stacking up. And so I just terminated it right here with some of these little terminations you get from Tractor Supply. And so you just basically make a big loop, wrap around the pipe or your post, and then wrap it on the inside of the insulator, and then twist it until it's tight. It's not going anywhere, and that should work pretty good for the time being. The same kind of setup worked really good for the sheep, but they are different animals, so I don't know how stubborn these goats are. I haven't seen them test the line yet. They've been out roaming around with the cattle all day. They've pretty much had a free roam because they can get out of this pen right now. Mainly over where we keep them at night. It's just wood slats in between them and the cattle, and so they just hop through there, and have been just kind of roaming around the property, which is fine. We have a couple of goats doing that, but we want to keep them together and keep them in here, because my plans are to go and get the rams from the other house, all except for Salvador, get the young ones and bring them over here and let them loose in here with the goats, and that way we know they're all contained and all in here, and I don't have to worry about them impregnating any of the other ewes, so I know they're all Salvadors. So that's kind of where we're at there. I also need to go pick some up from my parents, and they have some triplet rams, and I should be bringing 2 of those back, so I definitely want to keep those out of the rest, even though they are Salvador sons, but I just want to stick with Salvador right now until I get another good ram. But went ahead and fed everything this evening, just kind of keeping an eye on the goats right now to see if they go near the line, but they're just in here doing what goats do, eating brush. So there's Bluebonnet, right, it's hard to do this on the camera. Bluebonnet, Ember, and Calico, and their full names are Southern Calico, Texas Ember, and Bluebonnet Bonnie. So we try to stick with a country western Lone Star theme, so some different names, so that's what we got so far. But I don't know if the goats are going to get by the wire tonight, but we'll see. And then probably going to round them up here in a minute, put them in their cage, and keep an eye on them tomorrow, and fix that little fence so they can't get through there, and see if we can keep them contained.